Hi guys, it's me, Hunter King, and I'm your local trans guy. I'm here to do my vlog. It's been 1 year and 8 months, so that's 20 months on testosterone. 20 months, not quite 2 years. And I started testosterone when I was 60 years old. 60 years old. I am now 61 years old, almost 62. So I started in October. I had a birthday in October. At the end of October, and I started testosterone at 60 years old, and I'm almost 62. I'm older than Tranpaw. I knew I was going to be older than Tranpaw when I looked him up. I Googled him, and I said, I bet I'm going to be older than that guy. I seem to be older than everyone. I think I'm one of the oldest trans YouTubers on here. I saw two others that were older than me. And when he quit, and I don't know why he quit. I don't know if he died or, I mean, that's what goes through my head. If somebody quit YouTube, pretty much they just got sick of it or they died. And I appreciate when guys are doing a vlog and they get back on there at least to say, hey, you know what? I'm not going to be on YouTube anymore, guys. Thanks for following me, blah, blah, blah. Not just fall off the face of the earth unless you just actually can't help it. You absolutely cannot help it. But yeah, the old guy, I think he was in his 70s, old guy. Nothing like being called old guy. But yeah, I don't know what happened to him. And I think he did a vlog for 2 years and just, I don't know. He didn't even have a name. I could look him up to see if he's on Facebook to see what happened to him. But I did wonder. Uh, I did get a little bit concerned, yeah. So if you know anybody, or if you're somebody that's older, old man, whatever, uh, I don't want to be called that, uh, but that's probably what I am. I don't feel like an old man, or I feel like I think like an old man, and some things maybe I do. Um, but I still play video games, you know. I'm still a little bit childish. Like I used to play Avatar games. Uh, I quit playing those, and then the pandemic hit. I ended up right back on an Avatar game that I have a shop on. So I was thinking, I'll just go on there and check my shop because I do make actual money on there and see how much money I made for the past couple of years. And yeah, my shop had actually picked up. So I thought, I'll just go into a room that I used to have, see how that room was doing. That was a Christian. I had a Christian chat. You can actually chat with people on these Avatar games. And of course, I play males. I did not want to play females on there. I did make a female avatar just to appease my daughter that was living with me at the time. But I didn't really like playing her. Um, it did help with dysphoria at the time, and I couldn't transition, and so I'd play these male avatars, or one or two male avatars, and that would help a little with my dysphoria because I could be a male in a fantasy world, but actually talk with actual people. It would get a little crazy sometimes because then I'd get girls that like me and want me to call them on the phone and things like that, and do other things with them, and like have sex, avatar sex. It's real weird if you've ever done that. You know what I'm talking about. Um, yeah. So forget all that. Well, actually, I was gonna say somebody did PC means private chat me. I go on there to check my shop, and somebody invited me right away as soon as I get on there. And I thought, well, oh yeah, I remember that guy. I'll go talk to him. So he invited me to a gay room, and it was real weird. Became ironic because some guy started talking to another guy, asking, was he a total bottom? That was his question to him in public room. And the guy's like, what? Yeah, why? And he said, oh, because I was wondering if you wanted to buy a pussy. And, Yeah, if you're under 18, please click off here right away. I don't want to get in trouble uh, for using words, saying things, sexual things that other people were talking about. But anyway, the guy, and I said, why would the guy want to buy that? Because automatically I started defending him. And he said, because I like guys with pussies. And then another guy said, when they wrote in the chat, oh, I wouldn't ever be with a, you mean like a trans guy? And I'm thinking, this is going to be interesting since I'm a trans guy. And he said, no, I wouldn't want to be with a trans guy. That's, that's just not my thing. And another guy, and they're all gay guys, or at least that's what they said, they were gay and talking about, hooking up. And then one guy, he says, well, I like this one trans guy, I'd fuck him. And I want to fuck him. And he was saying how he was going to write him so he could fuck him. And you guys want to see a picture of him? He's a trans guy. And here's a link. And I usually don't click on links because I'm afraid, I'm going to get hacked or something. But I thought, I don't know, I was just too curious. Like, what trans guy is he talking about? Like, who's he talking about? I got to see this trans guy. So I click on it. And right away, I was, oh, I knew this trans guy, who this trans guy was. It was Jammie Wilson. His name is Jaimie Wilson. And he's a famous trans guy. He's young, he's a singer, and he's good looking. He's really popular, and he's very popular on social media if you haven't heard of him. But I have written him to Jaimie Wilson, or he wrote me, or something made a comment or something on one of my singing videos. It was a very nice comment. It was very encouraging, because he's a young guy, but he's a singer, and he makes money, and he makes albums. He's popular, and I felt like, I don't know him, but I felt like I knew him well enough to where I wanted to defend him, because this guy was then he started just to talk trash about him, so I didn't like that. And saying that he's a prostitute, and he sells his pussy, and I said, you don't even, no, he's not, he's a musician, he's not a prostitute, and it was very difficult to defend somebody in writing. But the other guys were just not into him and said who cared if he was hot. They didn't care that he had a pussy, and that mattered to them because they were gay males that wanted, they didn't want pussy, put it that way. And one guy even got disgusted and left the room. The other guy just kept bashing Jammie Wilson. And well, I don't know if bashing him so much as just making him sound like a total slut. And I knew he wasn't. I didn't think he was. And I said, no, he's got a girlfriend. And he comes back with, no, he doesn't. He broke up with her. I follow him. I said, well, that doesn't make him gay, so he probably wouldn't be interested in you. And he said, yeah, he's probably not interested in me, but he does sell his pussy. So I'm not saying he does. I'm saying he doesn't. And I found that offensive to trans guys, personally. And even if somebody did, I still found that quite offensive, just to let you know. And this guy's claiming he's going to write him and try to buy him. And I say, he's not. You're insane or something. That's not going to happen. I'm pretty sure that wouldn't happen. So, did I say that I was trans? No, I felt like saying, well, I'm a trans guy, and that's not how it is, but I didn't want to because he wasn't worth it, and I have a shop on that particular program, and I do make money on there, so I'm not going to say, hey, I'm trans, because as soon as I write something like that, then that guy's going to, he's going to put that on the game. Somewhere on the game, there's places we can say that, this guy that's got a shop, he's really trans, and I just didn't want to, normally I would just beat him up with my avatar, but I didn't care for it, and I didn't see, I have, had gay friends, from even way back as high school, and they don't believe in me, and they don't believe in what I'm doing, and one even called me a dick-swinging lesbian, which was real cute. He said, you're nothing but a dick-swinging lesbian. he didn't believe that I was trans. He didn't believe that I'm male, and he owns. I talked about him before. He owns a famous gay dance club, or I haven't been to it. Whether it's a bar, but supposedly he's very proud of his gay bar in Dayton, Ohio, which I've never been to. But knowing that that's how he feels, that trans guys aren't real men, they're not real guys. I don't even think he should be able to even own a bar like that. I think that every trans guy that walks in there, or trans female, should know how he really feels and just go somewhere else. And that's what I told him. Anyway, so let's go back to my changes. So 20 months, 1 year and 8 months. And people do wonder, well, why did I wait so late in life? I do have that on my, one of my other videos. You have to go backwards and look at that. Uh, because I didn't know that I could do it. I did not know if I had the finances to even get the testosterone. Um, and I was told that I couldn't even go on it uh, by various trans men who had already started and paid thousands of dollars just to get on the. Their insurance wouldn't pay for it; they had to pay out of pocket. So they were rich trans guys, and I'm not so sure if I was given the right or correct information at the time, but I did wait, and it just hit me all at once that I had to do it and that I could do it, so I did it, and that's why I waited so late in life. And do I regret it? Waiting so late? Well, what's to, yes, I do, but, because I couldn't live my life as a young male, as a young boy. I couldn't live my life as a young teenager. I couldn't live my life as a 30-year-old man, middle-aged man. Now I am an older man, so I'm living my life as an older man, but I am living my life as a man, and so that I do not regret. And would I do it again? Yes, I would do it again. If I had to go back, to the age of 60 and go back in time, and somebody asked me, would you do it again? Or yes, I would do it again. I certainly would. So, yeah, I do regret not being able to do it sooner. And there's somebody on here, I don't watch them anymore, I'm not going to say their name, but that's all they talk about is how pissed off they are because they had to wait until they were 55 before they started testosterone, and they just bitch all the time. Bitch, bitch, bitch. All the time. Like, they even got their top surgery, and they were bitching as they were getting it. Like, I can't even watch them anymore. It's like, yeah, I regret it too, but I don't want to sit there and cry about it every single day of my life. That's not why you did it, right? You did it to be happy now. That's all you got is now. You got from now, this moment, until the rest of your life. That's all you got. Live in the moment. We're going to be pissed off. I mean, 20-year-olds are going to be pissed off. They didn't get to be a young man. When I mean young man, they didn't get to be a kid. They didn't get to be a teenager as a male. They have to live their life starting in their 20s, 25, 30, but they're not on there just complaining about that all day long. You get to, but let's do something. Let's talk about something else. Maybe in one video, just talk about how you're pissed off about that and move on your next video. Let's not talk about the same thing. But that's what that person was doing, so I just unsubscribed to them. That's what I did. Any changes? Let's go into changes. Uh, well, I'm always getting more body hair, um, but my beard's not coming in. Mustache is coming in, but not coming in as quickly as I'd like it to. Uh, Muscle gain. I'm starting to gain more muscle in my arms, and my legs are starting to get a more masculine look to them because I'm working those out. I work on my legs. My back's getting stronger. Shoulders are getting bigger. Uh, what else? I mean, voice drop. It's a little scratchy sometimes, but it's dropped. I mean, I don't get misgendered, uh, but is that really the main thing for me, am I satisfied with my voice drop? I have to say, on a satisfactory level of my voice, it's not a 10. It's an 8 or a 9. But then I am pretty particular uh, about things. So, yeah. Um, my beard, I wish that my beard had grown in straight, not this kinky, Afro beard on my chin. My little Jufro on my chin. I don't know how to straighten that out. I haven't really looked into it. I could get some straightener or go get a Japanese perm on my beard. I had a Japanese perm in my hair one time and it stayed straight for 3 months. It's wavy now. So see, this camera is the worst, but you can see my mustache is growing in thicker. Uh, it's actually darker than it looks like in this camera. So I'm gonna blame the camera for all all my flaws. Uh, can't really do much about your beard. It's gonna grow in the way it wants to grow in. You can always do what I have put in my other videos. Use minoxidil, derma and use beard oils. I quit using minoxidil, and I got started having panic attacks because I didn't wean off minoxidil. I went cold turkey off minoxidil, which was a mistake. I didn't think about it. I just quit using it, and yeah, that's what happened. I started getting panic attacks. I don't know. So you might want to try to wean off that stuff if you're on it. Just um, I'll put that in the next video, how to wean off minoxidil. Just don't quit one day and never use it again. If you've done that and nothing happened to you, I don't know. That's good for you. Leave it in the comments below. Um, but that's what happened to me. Uh, so if I start it back up again, I may. But right now I'm just doing a derma roll. It's like microneedling, same thing. I derma roll once a week, and sometimes I'll put a little beard oil on my face, and that's about it. I'm just gonna let it grow naturally at this point, at this stage of the game, and see what happens. Maybe by the time I'm 62, I'll have a lot more beard growth. We'll see. Chest hair, I have some. It's not a lot. It's growing in slowly. It's not really enough to show you on this particular camera. It doesn't really show up except for like a shadow. What else? Well, my hair loss, I was afraid of it because I didn't want to go totally bald, but then I just thought, I'll just accept it, embrace my baldness, and then once I accepted it, it stopped shedding. I mean, it does shed, because I'll find hairs, so I know it's shedding if I find hairs on my shirt, blanket, whatever, but it doesn't seem to be shedding as much, and as you can see, I still have a lot of hair. I was at the store a couple days ago, and I heard, "Sir, sir." Of course, at least I didn't hear "ma'am." And with my long hair and from behind, I wasn't misgendered, so I turned around, like, I didn't see the person right away. So I was trying to get dog food off the shelf, and actually, I was just looking at certain dog foods. I don't know why this woman kept saying "sir," and finally I turned around, and there she was, like she just appeared magically. Like I didn't see her before. I just heard "sir." I thought maybe she was talking to somebody else. Probably my brain thing, used to be calling "ma'am." But anyway, I turned around, and yes, what, and she said, but she looked at me, and she was talking to me, and she said, "I just thought maybe you'd like some help." And I and she didn't have a uniform on, so I thought she didn't work there. I said, "No, but why?" And she said, "Oh, well, I thought, you were having trouble getting the dog food." And I said, "No, I'm okay. Why do I look that disabled?" And then I'm thinking, what do I look like? Then I'm going with the age dysphoria. Do I look so freaking old that she thought, "Oh, little old man needs help getting dog food off the shelf"? I mean, because I didn't know why a stranger would be asking me did I need help when she didn't work there, and I didn't need any help. It's not like I couldn't grab anything, and I kept thinking, what the hell was I doing to where I looked like I couldn't grab something off the shelf? I mean, I am short, but I wasn't reaching or anything. I am so short that I was reaching for something once, and a guy came up and said, "Let me help you with a," because it was really high up, and I was trying to stretch my ass off to get something. But that's height dysphoria. So yeah, um, I don't really have height dysphoria unless I am reaching for something and I can't grab it. Or yeah, or trying to get in my truck and my little short legs, trying to get in a big truck, but can't help what you're born with, right? I mean, we're trying, we're trying. Yeah. So what else did I want to talk about? Well, I don't know. Pretty much, I think I pretty much covered it. Any changes? Any changes? Anything new? Put in the comments below. Uh, if you want to talk to me about anything, just put in the comments below, and I will try to answer you. Actually, I will answer you. I always answer everybody if I can. Surgeries, won't be able to get those to the fall, and then I'll talk more about them. Thanks for tuning in, and thanks for subscribing. I have 2 more subscribers this month. That's great. That's great for me. I'm like the oldest trans man on here. I'm older than Tran Paul. Uh, but not as famous, not as popular as Tran Paul. Tran Paul's been on here a long time. I don't know how long. Maybe 10 years, maybe 20 years. I don't know. Yeah. So, uh, there was one thing, but I can't remember because of my old age. Dysphoria. I'll be here on my birthday. That's for sure. Oh, somebody was saying that they were 40 and they thought, they didn't have much longer to live, and they can't believe they made it to 40. And that kind of made me laugh a little bit, cracked me up, because 40, that's pretty young. I know that's young. 40 is young. When I was 50, I have photos of me. I put on a fake mustache and went out for Halloween, like I always loved Halloween for that reason. Went out and, I was going to say drag. What do you call it when you dress up at you? But anyway, I went out as male, and I have that picture, and I just don't look what you think 50 might look like. I look like I was 30. But I did the math, and I'm like, nope, I was 50. I might have even been 52. So, yeah. So you're not old when you're 40, guys. You're not old. You're older, you're getting old. You're not 20. But you're not, you're middle-aged. I'll give you that. Middle age is whatever age you're going to be when you die. Like, let's say you're going to die at 50, then you're middle-aged when you're 25. If you're going to die at 100, then you're middle-aged when you're 50. If you're going to die, uh, that's a stupid joke. I made that up. Well, I'm going to go, so make sure you leave a comment or subscribe if you haven't subscribed and you want to see my next video. I'm going to talk about nothing. I'm going to talk about nothing. I'll probably use my other camera. And I do appreciate you watching. Sorry to bore you, but that's what I've done. Anyway, peace. I'm going to go. Hunter out. Bye.